Nuisance streamer fucked around and found out in the Philippines by ref says desu. Well, effed around in the Philippines, and apparently got arrested. Apparently we got white Johnny Somali. I don't know who that is. Russian YouTuber Vitaly arrested in Pasay City. We got more of these? What? I guess, sure, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Why not? Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So I regret to inform you that we have another Nuisance streamer causing issues overseas for content, a Johnny Somali 2.0 if you will. Now in this situation, there's something unique about it.
Mom, I wanna see Johnny Somali. We got Johnny Somali at home. Johnny Somali at home. He is really oh god, we got another one of these morons. We got another one. I mean, season 2? Everybody, you know, why not a season 2?
Uniquely pathetic, because this is one of the hardest fall-offs I've seen in a minute. So the Nuisance streamer in question here is Vitaly, who is someone who at one point was considered one of the most successful YouTube channels on the entire planet. But now, after years...
Okay. Okay. So we got somebody who does nuisance stuff after becoming one of the most successful channels on YouTube. How the fuck does that even happen? That downfall is generational.
Of trying to up the ante over and over again, he has reduced himself to being a nuisance streamer. He has recently gone to the Philippines where he has harassed and even threatened people for content on Kick. Now the good news is, as we'll see later in the video, he's starting to find out. Law enforcement there is hot on his tail, and it looks like his time over there might be in some serious jeopardy.
Hey, Philippines. Y'all should give him the... You guys should give him the Johnny Somali treatment. The same treatment as the South Koreans are giving Johnny. I just wonder. That could be interesting.
Now, before we get into the ridiculous clips we're going to watch from some of his recent streams, let me introduce you to Vitaly here. So he is a YouTube channel with over 10 million subs. He garnered most of that about 10 years ago during the whole prank meta, where he was the biggest prank channel on YouTube. I mean, you can see some of his videos with tens of millions.
76 million views 11 years ago. 48 million views. 38 million views. 35 million views.
Of views, but of course...
10.2 million subscribers, 201 videos. Dude, are you retarded? Like, how... You pretty much built your own brand, pretty much, and now you're saying, yo, jail sounds interesting, let's go. What?
Eventually, the prank meta would die out, and he had to find other things to do, and his response to that was doing increasingly ridiculous stunts that often led to him being arrested or detained by law enforcement. And the biggest controversy he faced during all of this was back in 2020 when he was arrested and charged by Florida police after he allegedly approached a lone female jogger, asked her for a hug, and when she refused, he pushed her to the ground, pinned her down, and started wailing on her with his fists.
Oh? What the fuck? Oh yeah, if that man goes to jail and people find out that he's a woman beater, yeah bro, you're cooked. You might be cooked actually. You might genuinely be cooked. Okay, that is wild.
Allegedly causing a lot of bruising and bleeding on the majority of her face. It was not a very pretty set of pictures of what happened to her. Apparently, this was eventually settled in civil court, but this obviously was a horrendous look for him, who also claims he was on mushrooms at the time. It's just a mess. So what do you do when you have a major...
So bro beat up a woman and was high? I mean, if that's a mugshot, I mean, yes, I guess, sure.
controversy like this and you want to continue streaming? You know the answer. You go to Kick. So for a while, he was joining in on one of the popular metas there, as you can see on the screen here. It's the whole Predator Sting meta, where in his case, it's a big production. He has a production team. He invites celebrities.
Wait, he's in the predator catching meta as well? I would assume that these are all fake though.
He's onto these stings, and
also, like, there's a lot of steak. Here's steak, steak. Behind here's steak.
Not too surprisingly, a lot of people accuse him of scripting most, if not all, of these streams, but it did really well for him for a while. But eventually he stopped streaming somewhat recently, and then it came out that his entire crew has left him for reasons we don't know yet. But obviously when your entire team leaves you, typically something not very good is going on behind the scenes. Now recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, he has returned to YouTube to ironically promote his Kick stream, where he released this video titled Vitaly is Back. And as you can see, pretty underwhelming. A channel with 10 million subs polling
10 million subs, 46k views over 2 weeks, and 1.4k likes. I wonder how big the dislikes are. They might actually be bigger.
46k views in about 2 or 3 weeks. That is a pretty odd disparity between subs and views there. But clearly, not a lot of people on YouTube were too thrilled about this and his apparent return to greatness on his live streams, which by that, I mean going around and being a nuisance streamer. His entire page the last 3 weeks since his return is very simple. There's only 2 things going on: promoting gambling.
Vitaly on a mission to find a wife in Philippines. $10,000 Kino run plus tipping, chat. Slots and casinos. Oh god, what a loser. Poker joins Kick, never.
And harassing people in the Philippines. He has recently arrived in the Philippines, and you can see the absolute degeneracy of these streams. I mean, just look at the title. Vitaly, disturbing the peace in Philippines. I mean, it's not even like something he's hiding. He is openly admitting he's going around harassing and bothering people for content. Now, of course, we have some clips. I'm going to start off with this very short one, just to give you a taste of the gut-busting comedy, the return to greatness in terms of pranks that this guy has returned to in the Philippines.
Cha, excuse me, madam, I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine.
Huh? Huh? Rewind that. Rewind that.
In the Philippines.
Cha, excuse me, madam, I'm gonna fucking rob you
I'm gonna rob you?
if you keep walking away. I want to give you
If you keep walking away, she immediately stops. That's so weird.
money. No, okay, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine.
Huh? Bro really said, I'm gonna rob you, I'm gonna give you money, and then, so not trying to die is woke now? Yeah. Not trying to die is also, is woke. What is going on? What is wrong? I guess that was mostly pointing on the mask, but regardless. What is going on? I don't get what the fuck?
Are you guys still knee slapping with this top tier comedy? So as you can see, he approaches not just anyone, an older woman, and cuts off her path. And then after she basically just wants to move on with her day, he threatens to rob her. This is comedy, according to this guy. And then, as he does in many different clips, by the way, he justifies his behavior because he claims he's going to pay them. That's his big thing. He thinks if he gives people money after mistreating them, it makes it all good. In fact, he thinks it makes him a good person, as we'll see.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot you in your knees. But hey, I'm gonna pay you money, so I'm a good person. Same energy. What? How does one come to that conclusion that, yo, I'm gonna threaten them, I'm gonna harass them, oh, and then I'm gonna pay them money to make them feel better? What? Just don't do it at all, thank you? Comedy gold even.
Later in this video. But yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything more sociopathic than going around and thinking you can basically treat people however you want as long as you throw money at them at the end of it like they're an object or something. But let's continue on.
I was trying to give you money, but all right. Trying to be nicer. You.
So to clarify, and there's going to be a lot of them in this section of clips we're looking at, there's mall security that he is messing with repeatedly. They're not, it doesn't appear they're police officers, but it just seems like they're mall security.
No, yeah.
That's assault. Epic prank.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Please.
Epic prank! 10 out of 10! Wow! Mr. Beast logic. Kinda. What is even going on? We really got a season 2. We have a season 2. It already started. I'm gonna kill your dog. I'm a good guy. I gave them $10. 10 out of 10. Successful prank.
Crazy prank, dude. That was really funny. I have to give it to him. That was some top tier gut busting comedy. So that's one thing he's going to do over and over again. He goes up to these malls.
I want to kick him in his balls, you know? It would be nut busting comedy.
Security, mall cops, whatever you want to call them. And he takes their hat, or he literally puts his hands on them or steals their property, at least temporarily. It's really asking for trouble. I mean, try this in the United States. I think things will end very differently. But as you will see throughout all these clips, the people he is dealing with, he is annoying. They have the patience of saints. I don't know how they keep it cool. At least with the mall security, I understand why they don't want to act on any of this stuff, right? They're on camera with a foreigner who's pushing their buttons, and they probably don't have much authority to begin with, so I think they're just letting it kind of pass over, which
kind of sucks, because I think they should have the authority to beat the shit out of people like that. I'll be real. I'll be real.
Again, I admire their patience with this degenerate, okay? But here is a longer sample of clips. We're not going to watch all of it. We're just going to skip around a little bit. But again, as he describes, he's on his villain arc. Let's see what that looks like.
Sarah, I have a question. I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Is that okay or no? Okay.
Hulihin mo, kuya. Hulihin mo.
Literal man-child. So,
What? Is this Johnny Somali 2? He is Johnny Somali 2. We got a season 2 finally. Did he get arrested? Yes, he did, apparently. This is... Why did the police guy just watch, though? That's the question.
so in case you understand what's going on here, he's talking with this security officer here. He obviously doesn't have the keys to the bike, but he takes it and starts going down the road, expecting the officer to chase after him and look like a fool chasing after Vitaly, but no, he just doesn't care. He doesn't have the keys, and the officer just kind of stands there and waits for him to tucker himself out and give up.
Hulihin mo yan. Hulihin mo yan.
He's not chasing me.
I know.
Boss, I want you to chase me. Can I have a hug? You mad at me? Okay. Look at that ass.
As you'll see over and over again,
My guy, that's a bit homoerotic, I must admit. Why do you want another man? Why are you looking at another man's butt? Gay Tally? Hello? Is this his awakening? Was his awakening a Filipino security guy?
his main source of humor is hitting on other dudes. And I don't know, it gets to a point, right, where it's like, how much...
What is that kind of humor, though? What? Who would find that funny? Like, yo, I'm gonna hit on dudes. I'm gonna intentionally act like a homosexual man. Or bisexual man. Ha, funny. What?
much of this is a bit? Like, it's 2025, man. Like, no one cares. But, like, when you spend most of your day trolling around and hitting on men and checking out their bodies and asking them for hugs and kisses, I don't know. I don't know that stuff wouldn't fly very well in Russia, where he's from. But anyways.
Sorry. I'm gay. Hey, tell him I have a retardation.
I mean, that's some self-awareness out here. That is some kind of self-awareness. He's not wrong. That is some self-awareness. Interesting. I mean, you don't need to tell him. He can tell already. And I kind of also believe that you're gay. Maybe he's in his denial arc. Mom, it's a face.
I'm autistic. Okay, I was born in this
First true
world to
thing
be
he said.
free.
Whoa.
Follow me.
This guy used to get like 50 million views on a prank video. And honestly, on the totem pole of degeneracy, I definitely put prank channels over nuisance streamers. The line between the two might be blurred at times, but I think there is some differences, and nuisance streamers...
It depends, right? Scripted pranks is different from... And scripted pranks can be pretty high quality, actually. However... What kind of fall off is that? Imagine you pulling like 76 million views on YouTube, and now you have to resort to this because you can't. There's no other way for you to come back because you have the creativity of a slice of bread.
Streamers are just, they're at the bottom. They're in the mud when it comes to the totem pole of degeneracy.
Oh, God, bro.
I mean, that one's kind of okay. That one's okay. I think that one's bad.
We all know, like, being a nuisance streamer is pathetic, right?
I mean, this is not the worst thing ever. To be honest, the girls found it funny, so I guess that's still alright. That's one of the less crazy clips, I would say.
We can all agree on that. But this is the next level. This is just boring. It's just boring.
It's just incredibly cringe. It's just incredibly cringe. You're pulling out humor that young boys would find funny. I mean, the girls did find it funny.
Even entertaining. It's not funny. Like, maybe if I was 7, I would laugh at this. But I know nobody's sitting here knee slapping and thinking this guy is a comedy genius. It's just obnoxious. Literally anyone could do this. Anyone could roll around and scream and make loud noises in public. They just don't want to. It's not a matter of they wish they could. They just don't want to. That's what a normal person thinks about this kind of stuff.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna fucking eat your dog. Excuse me?
What the fuck? What the heck? Pulls up. I'ma eat your dog. What the fuck?
Excuse me. How much to sell your dog to China?
Saan sila?
Motherfucker freestyle. Motherfucker to
He's just, yep. So let me play that back a little bit. Oh, he's smelling a random guy.
I have a question for you. Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you.
Sick.
I'm the new general in town, motherfuckers. Sorry,
Bro is cringe. Bro is so cringe.
listen to me. Dispatch.
That's assault.
Dispatch. I'm a homosexual.
They're telling me.
Depending on how often you hit on dudes, you might actually be one. Average Polish teenager. He might actually be. Maybe he's just closeted. Who knows? It's okay to be you, Vitaly. It's okay to be you.
Let's turn it off.
And you're gonna turn it off, right?
No, it's
Let's
not.
get out of here because they're going for backup. Chad, I told you, Vitaly's fucking back. IRL King. I want to scare.
There's the IRL King. He's killing it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll watch a little bit more. I think you guys kind of get the point, though.
Dude, everyone's too nice here. I like it though. In Russia, I would have got knocked the fuck out already. If I did this to a cop in Russia, why are you looking at me like this? That's right. Bow down to the king. What? You have a problem? You have a problem?
Uh-oh.
You have a problem?
Uh-oh.
You have a problem?
Uh-oh.
You have a problem? No.
Nasty.
What are you gonna do? Hello.
Did he just fart at him? What the fuck? He's gonna have a good time in a Philippine prison? I mean, yes. I hope so.
Hello. Hello.
Let me hold it.
Papa, paparazzi, you are blessing twice on a papa.
They're gonna call more security with that one.
Right there, he just took
I look like a different
this
person.
mask thing from a random stand. Just walks
They're
away.
gonna call security because you got that.
Give it to them.
And who's this henchman, by the way? You know, they always have
I have to ask the question though. You are filming your own crimes. It doesn't even matter if you wear the mask, you stupid idiot. It does not matter. It may matter in the moment, but after this is done, you are still cooked.
a lackey. They always have someone holding the camera. Like, I don't know. That might even be more pathetic than the actual Nuisance streamer. You're the camera guy for the Nuisance streamer. That is very, very
True, you're just standing there, the Nuisance guy is having fun, and you have to just watch and film it. Get boring. Join in. I want to see your face too.
very sad.
Give me the mic. Give me the camera. Give me the bag, yo. Get on the shoulders. Hey, beautiful lady. I just want to tell you one thing. Look at me. Say hello, Chuck. Hello, Chuck. Are they still following us or no? They're just, was that golf or just small security?
I literally know what he's saying. There's one more. Yeah.
No, yeah.
We saw that one earlier where he runs off. It's just, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, he did.
Did you try just to try to kiss the other guy? If I kiss somebody and they do not consent, or try to kiss somebody and they do not consent, is that SA? Probably, right? Or would that still be sexual harassment?
They took that. Then, yeah.
Shangri-La po. One and then there. Okay.
There was so much wrong there. I would love to see this guy try that on an officer in the United States. Try reaching onto their belt buckle like that, where their weapons are, and see what happens. Because it won't end like that. he's very lucky all these people are incredibly patient with him, because he is doing stuff that in pretty much any other environment, wow, it would have ended very differently. And just like every other Nuisance streamer, he's taking advantage of very polite people, polite cultures that have a very high tolerance, unfortunately, for people like Vitaly. Now, there was also a very interesting clip I saw here where someone really put him in his place. Like, you can see...
Ooh, based sexual harassment. I don't think that is Riz. Being the camera guy on the Nuisance streamer is like that one guy in the relationship. That's the reason till cockchairs exist. I mean, it's kind of the position. It's a similar feeling. You're like watching the other person people have fun. Technically, we should call these people. We should actually establish that people that are camera guys for Nuisance streamers, we should call them cucks as well.
Inside, he's crying, man. Like, this guy completely psyops him very quickly.
When you show up here in the Philippines and you genuinely start like what happens behind the scenes when you're interacting with people here and you're messing around with them. I know it's a joke to you, but for the people here, they work hard, bro.
And guess what? And I tip them. What do you do? Exactly.
I run a software company and I provide housing for the
So
locals.
you came just to talk shit, right?
I'm not talking shit.
So why?
So he thinks he's talking smack because he says, you do nothing for people. I throw money at them after I harass them. And this guy says, I run a tech company and I house people. And he goes, what are you talking smack? No, he's responding to your ridiculous attempt to basically evangelize yourself as some good guy because you throw money at the people you harass and threaten. And then a guy who actually contributes to society counters with what he does. It's talking smack. Right. Got it.
I'm asking you, why even make that content? Genuinely.
Because
like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people.
Because he can't really do anything anymore. He fucked over everything by, acting the way he does. Like, what is he gonna do? He can't do much anymore. His channel is practically dead, even though he has 10 million subscribers, and he pulled in, like, 70 million views, on, like, his best video. And, like... I don't know. I don't think... Is bro aware that this does not work? Like, has he completely avoided anything about Johnny Somali? Philippine prisons don't have individual rooms, so he's gonna be stuck like sardines. And not to mention the hot weather. That sounds perfect, actually, for him.
Shut the fuck up, because I do whatever the fuck I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
I swear to God, bro.
A real conversation.
And I don't want to have a conversation.
Bless this man's heart. He's spitting, okay? But he's trying to have an honest conversation with a Nuisance streamer. I mean, come on. That's just an uphill battle you will never achieve, because it's just not going to happen.
I don't want to have a conversation with you, bro. Hey, what? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell your viewers that you guys are better than this. You don't have to watch people fucking with others and putting them down. You need to lift people up for a living.
And what do I do? You haven't watched my
I have
vlog?
watched your streams and you're a piece of shit. And I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too.
Have a good one. Stay safe.
Don't fucking touch me before I knock you the fuck out.
You're not gonna knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not gonna.
The tough guy persona. So the guy...
You're not gonna knock me out. And the guy's like, the other guy is like already, like Vitaly is already walking away. Because he knows he's scared of catching a hand or two.
I taps him on the shoulder and he threatens him like he's gonna hit him, and the guy openly challenges him like, what are you gonna do? You gonna do it or not? And then he counters by saying, well, what are you gonna do? They're like, no man, you're the one threatening people and saying you're gonna hit them. You're the one being challenged here, and you're just basically saying, oh, whatever, bro. Of course, though, you have to keep in mind, this guy does have a history of violent propensities. So when he's doing these little quote-unquote bits, and when he's getting in people's faces and stuff like that, yeah, it actually might end badly, because he's shown with a track record he can get violent. in many different situations.
Yep, he can get violent. Earlier it was mentioned he literally pushed down the woman on the floor and was wailing on her. Just a regular woman. Beating her up. What that guy should do is ignore that monkey and let him get karma. Careful before you get cancelled saying the word monkey. Ooh, there's my ghetto og again. Or Frieza. That nuisance is as tough as a melted marshmallow. Bro is probably gonna fall with the first hit.
So as funny as this is, there is a threat behind it. You know, just based on who he is and what he has done. But yeah, he got pressed pretty hard, and let's get to some good news, ladies and gentlemen. This is the update as of a few hours ago after weeks of being a nuisance, reported by the Philippine Star. Russian YouTuber Vitaly, who harassed and disrespected Filipinos while filming in BGC, was caught by police officers in front of a hotel along Seaside Boulevard in Pasay City on Wednesday based on a mission order from the Bureau of Immigration. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yes, we'll see what actually happens here.
Actually, just jail him for a few months. Actually, just jail him for a few months. Because if you now kick him out, he's gonna do it to others. And kind of, what's the word? I want this to be a short season 2. I feel like I need a short season 2. I don't want to continue season 2.
Here, allegedly, this is a photo, I think, from inside of the station. This is one I've been seeing going around here. But yeah, he has been arrested, and it appears that the authorities there are going to be looking to put charges on him, and good. Or at least, you know what? Let's keep him there a while, because I have a feeling if he keeps this up, and now that he's got a pretty big spotlight, a lot of people are talking about these clips the last couple of days, you know, he might find out in other ways as well in the Philippines. And I feel sorry too. I have a lot of Filipino viewers. It's a surprising statistic. I believe like the third highest demographic for my channel is the Philippines.
Funnily enough, I have that too, for some reason. I don't know. It's very interesting. Kick him out, but the plane goes straight into the Pacific. Kick him out, but but put him on a lonely island.
So clearly a lot of you guys understand how disrespectful this is, and it's impacting now your country, and you have this menace here, and he can't get out fast enough. Unfortunately, though, it might take a little while, and hopefully he faces the full consequences of his actions here, because nobody really feels sorry for a desperate nuisance streamer like this. This is what he's become, a nuisance streamer. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and
that's pretty much the end of the video. That is very interesting. I wonder, how many more of these guys are we going to get? Like, how many more? Like, you're not succeeding. The only thing you're gonna end up is broke. As far as I'm aware, Johnny Somali is begging for money right now. Because he's flat broke. Put him on a lonely island with the island boys. Or keep him. Monkeys like this are exotic. Literally put him in a zoo. There he can act the way he does on the streets, I guess. Man, these guys are spawning. These guys are spawning like roaches recently. There's apparently even more. There's another even group of people that does the same shit. It is crazy. I don't know where these guys come from, but they're here.